Now, this is one of the biggest clinchers in the Kolkata rape and murder case. India Today has accessed the first phone call made to Abhaya's parents by the RG Kar hospital in the early hours of August 9. The parents were told that their daughter died by suicide. Why did the hospital lie? Is there a cover-up? The parents fear that.
It's been 20 days since 31-year-old Abhaya was raped and murdered at Kolkata's RG Kar hospital, sparking national anger over crimes against women. She had finished a 36-hour shift at the hospital, fallen asleep in the seminar room, where she was brutalized by Sanjay Roy, a Kolkata police civil volunteer, in the early hours of August the 9th. But her parents were initially told that she had died by suicide. India Today has now accessed 3 clinching phone calls that the administration of RG Kar Medical College made to Abhaya's parents on August the 9th. Phone calls that point to an alleged cover-up right at the start. The first phone call lasts 44 seconds.
ওর একটু শরীরটা খারাপ হয়েছে, আপনারা কি একটু আসতে পারবেন ইমিডিয়েট?
কেন, কি হয়েছে? কি
ওর শরীরটা খারাপ, আমরা ভর্তি করাচ্ছি ওকে, আপনি কি ইমিডিয়েট একটু আসতে পারবেন?
কি হয়েছে কি সেটা বলবেন তো?
সেটা তো ডাক্তাররা বলবে আপনারা এলে। আমরা আপনার নাম্বারটা জোগাড় করলাম, করে জানালাম যে বাড়ির লোক হিসেবে আপনারা একটু তাড়াতাড়ি আসুন।
কি হয়েছে সেটা বলো না তুমি।
পেশেন্ট শরীরটা খারাপ, ভর্তি হয়েছে হসপিটালে, বাকিটা আপনারা এলে ডাক্তার বলবে।
ওর কি জ্বর হয়েছে?
আপনারা একটু আসুন, জলদি চলে আসুন, যত তাড়াতাড়ি পারবেন।
কেন, খুব অবস্থা খারাপ?
খুব অবস্থা খারাপ, হ্যাঁ খুব অবস্থা খারাপ, একটু তাড়াতাড়ি চলে আসুন।
The second call to Abhaya's parents lasted 47 seconds, where the RG Kar hospital administrator told them that their daughter was being admitted to the emergency ward.
কি হয়েছে কি সেটা বলো না একটু।
ওনার অবস্থা খুবই খারাপ, আপনি যতটা তাড়াতাড়ি পারবেন চলে আসুন।
কি হয়েছে না সেটা বলো না।
সেটা তো ডাক্তার বলবে, আপনি একটু তাড়াতাড়ি চলে আসুন এখানে।
আপনি কে বলছেন বলুন তো?
আমি অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট সুপার বলছি, আমি ডাক্তার বলছি না।
ডাক্তার নেই হবে কেউ?
আমি সুপারিনটেন্ডেন্ট কথা বলছি। হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে।
হ্যাঁ আমি অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট সুপারিনটেন্ডেন্ট কথা বলছি। আপনার মেয়েকে আমরা এমার্জেন্সিতে নিয়ে এসেছি, আপনারা আসুন, এসে যোগাযোগ করুন।
The third and the final 8-second phone call from the assistant superintendent of the hospital informed the parents that their daughter had died by suicide.
উনি সুসাইড করেছেন হয়তো, বা কিছু মারা গেছেন। পুলিশ রয়েছেন, আমরা হসপিটালে সবার সামনেই রয়েছি, ফোন করছি।
Abhaya's parents have been pointing fingers at former principal of RG Kar Hospital, Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, accusing him and the medical college of a cover-up.
तो उसने हमसे बात भी नहीं किया। सारे दिन हम उधर 12 बजे से शाम 7-7 बजे तक था। उस टाइम में हम
The parents alleged that they were made to wait for 3 hours before they got to see the body of their daughter.
সবার প্রথম তো পুলিশের শরণাপন্ন হব। আমরা সেরকমই পুলিশের কাছেই সমস্ত আমাদের যা বক্তব্য বলছিলাম, কিন্তু পুলিশ আমাদের 3 ঘন্টা ধরে ঢুকতে দেয়নি। কেন, কি ব্যাপার সেটা তারাই জানে।
They've also claimed that their daughter's final rites were rushed.
जो क्रिमिनेशन घाट का बारे में बोलता है, श्मशान घाट के बारे में, उधर 3 बॉडी पड़ा हुआ था, लेकिन उसका पहले ही हमारा लड़की का बॉडी जला दिया गया।
The 3 calls now prove that the RG Kar Medical College did peddle the suicide theory lie. The question is, why? With Anupam Mishra in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, joining me for more is my colleague Indrajit Kundu, joining us live from Kolkata for more on this story. Indrajit, the phone call clearly exposes that it was the superintendent of the hospital who called the parents and clearly told them that this could have been a probable suicide. Has any action been taken by the hospital on that account?
Well, Preeti, no, we haven't seen any action from the health department or the hospital regarding this case. But, this does corroborate what the parents were saying all through, that initially they were, when they were called from the hospital authorities, they were informed that their daughter was unwell. Then they were told that the daughter had died by suicide. Now, there is also a theory that's doing the round, actually, is that because this was a distress call, would the doctors or whoever had called up the family, would they have told them, or was it appropriate for them to say what exactly the condition was? Because what we do hear in the phone call was that several times, the person from the other side, the hospital authorities, they were telling the parents that their daughter was unwell and therefore they should rush, and that it was an emergency. Only when the parents kept saying, if they could elaborate what had happened, that somebody who identified herself as the assistant superintendent in an exasperated situation said that they had information that she had died by suicide and that she had been taken to the emergency. So while it does corroborate with the fact, that has been narrated by the parents all through, and they have reasons to be aggrieved because at that point in time they wanted to know in no uncertain terms what had exactly happened. But on the other side, there are also questions from the administration as to whether they were in a position to share that exact information with the family members.
Indra, one quick question before I let you go, and that stems from the fact that till now, the parents have always said that ultimately they had faith in the state government and Mamata Banerjee. That faith now seems to be shifting.
True. 3 weeks down the line, the parents, it clearly shows that there has been a change of heart. Initially, they had faith in the Chief Minister, even though they have been continuously questioning the Kolkata police probe. The parents moved the High Court. The High Court has transferred the case to the CBI. Even the CBI has not been able to crack the case till now. We've been speaking to the protesting doctors yesterday. Even they were saying that, we are losing patience, but we will continue with our fight. In that scenario, the hapless parents, of course, they are in emotional turmoil. And in that respect, of course, they are speaking out against the state government. And they have said that, there are a lot of unanswered questions. And of course, they're blaming it to the state government, the state administration, and the Kolkata police for all of it.
Thank you, Indra, for joining us. We're going to come back to you for more updates. At least there is now clarity that it was the assistant superintendent of the hospital who made that call and said what she did. You could hear that. And the second part, till now you've had the parents who've, by the end of it, questioned the Kolkata police, but always said that they had faith in Mamata Banerjee and the Kolkata government. That faith now seemingly shaking. Let's get you more on the story now in terms of the entire politics that's speaking on the sidelines. The Abhiya rape case has now put the Mamata Banerjee government on the back foot. The Bengal chief minister triggered a row yesterday when she implied that if Bengal burns, then other states will burn too.
The political face-off over the RG Kaur hospital rape and murder horror escalates. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, in her biggest attack on the BJP, has warned that if Bengal burns, it will spread to other states.
Modi Babu, আপনার পার্টিকে দিয়ে আগুন লাগাচ্ছেন মনে রাখবেন বাংলায় যদি আগুন লাগান আসামও থেমে থাকবে না নর্থ ইস্টও থেমে থাকবে না উত্তর প্রদেশও থেমে থাকবে না বিহারও থেমে থাকবে না ঝাড়খণ্ড থেমে থাকবে না উড়িষ্যাও থেমে থাকবে না আর দিল্লিও থেমে থাকবে না আপনার চেয়ারটা আমরা টলমল করে দেব।
Mamata's statement made on Wednesday provoked angry reactions from BJP chief ministers, including Himanta Biswa Sarma of Assam, N. Biren Singh of Manipur, and Mohan Majhi of Odisha, who accused her of sowing seeds of hatred across the country. The BJP, seizing the moment, sharpened its attacks.
मैं मोदी जी को गिरा सकती हूं, इतना ताकतवर लीडर बंगाल का है, वो सब बोल सकती है। शी इज नाउ वेरी स्केयर्ड ड्यू टू मैसिव मास मूवमेंट अगेंस्ट दिस मिसरूल।
बंगाल में कोई कानून नहीं रह गया है। सरकार में बैठे हुए लोग वहां आतंक मचाए हुए हैं। लोगों को प्रताड़ित कर रहे हैं, हत्या कर रहे हैं, लूट कर रहे हैं, वहाँ सरकार नहीं चल रही है, वहाँ तो सरकार के नाम पर गुंडागर्दी चल रही है। तो ऐसे सरकार पर तो तुरंत कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
The BJP's ally, the JDU in Bihar, has denounced Mamata's statement.
जो अफसोसजनक है, निंदनात्मक है और स्वतंत्र भारत में कभी ऐसे अवसर देखने को नहीं मिले जब किसी प्रदेश का चुना हुआ मुख्यमंत्री अन्य राज्यों के अंदर भी दखल दे करके विद्रोह जैसी स्थिति पैदा करने की धमकी दे रहा।
The Congress, a national ally of the Trinamool, took a more cautious approach.
Calcutta doctors' rape has only made this issue a bigger issue now, and now everybody is turning towards it, and we are now need to concentrate on the real issue. We should be careful that we should not be dragged into the diversion politics of BJP. We should concentrate on the women's security and our daughters' security.
Mamata Banerjee on Thursday toned down her position. In a post on social media, the Chief Minister alleged the BJP, with the support of the Government of India, is threatening democracy in her state and trying to create anarchy. Mamata clarified that she never threatened protesting doctors. With Ritik Mondal in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.